Have you ever stopped to wonder why baking soda is called, well, soda? Because if you think about it, it doesn't look or taste like soda. It doesn't fizz in a glass, it's not sweet, and it definitely doesn't come in a can. So why on earth is it called soda? It's one of those things we say so often that it just feels normal until you stop and think about it. The name baking soda sounds simple enough, but behind it is a surprisingly old story about chemistry, history, and the strange ways words evolve over time. So, stick around and let's learn the real answer about why is baking soda called soda, right here on History of Simple Things. Let's start with the obvious. Baking soda is a white powder that most of us keep tucked somewhere in our kitchen cabinets. It's that humble little box we reach for when we're baking cookies, cleaning the fridge, or even brushing our teeth sometimes. But despite its simple look, baking soda has one of the most confusing names ever. I mean, baking. Sure, that part makes sense. We use it for baking. But soda? What's that about? You might guess it has something to do with soda drinks. And surprisingly, you wouldn't be totally wrong. Because the soda in baking soda actually comes from the same root word that gave us soda water, soda pop, and even club soda. The word soda has been around for centuries, long before Coca-Cola or Pepsi ever existed. It originally referred to a natural mineral called soda ash, which is basically a form of sodium carbonate. Back in the old days, people discovered this substance along the shores of salt lakes and deserts, where certain plants, called soda plants, would grow. When these plants were burned, they left behind a white, powdery ash rich in sodium compounds. That ash became known as soda ash. The word soda itself likely came from the Arabic word suwad, referring to a type of plant that grew in salty soil. Over time, it found its way into Italian as soda and later into English. So when people talked about soda centuries ago, they weren't talking about fizzy drinks. They were talking about these naturally occurring salts made from sodium. Now here's where it gets interesting. The soda part of baking soda comes directly from this old soda ash idea. Chemists in the 18th and 19th centuries realized that sodium compounds could be used in all sorts of ways: soap making, glass making, medicine, and eventually baking. The kind of soda we use for baking is sodium bicarbonate, which is a close chemical cousin of sodium carbonate, or soda ash. And that's where the soda name carried over. So when people started calling it baking soda, what they were really saying was the soda you use for baking. It's not because it's bubbly or carbonated, it's because it's part of the same chemical family as soda ash. Let's rewind to the early 1800s. Before baking soda became a kitchen staple, baking was a much trickier process. People relied on things like yeast or sour milk to make bread rise. It worked, but it wasn't always reliable or fast. Then, in the 1840s, chemists discovered that mixing sodium bicarbonate with an acid, like cream of tartar or vinegar, produced carbon dioxide bubbles. And those bubbles made dough rise beautifully without waiting for yeast. It was like magic. At first, this new ingredient was sold under all kinds of names: sal aeratus, soda powder, or bicarbonate of soda. Eventually, people started calling it baking soda, because that's exactly what it was used for: baking. You might be wondering, if we already have baking powder, why do we also have baking soda? They sound so similar. The difference is that baking soda is pure sodium bicarbonate, while baking powder is a mix. It contains baking soda plus an acid and a starch. Baking soda needs something acidic to react with. baking powder already has that built in, but both share that same soda root because of the sodium compound they're made from. So even though we use soda in completely different ways today, the name stuck because of its connection to sodium-based minerals. It's funny to think that the word soda used to sound scientific. Today, it sounds like something you'd order with a burger. But in the 1800s, soda was a big deal in chemistry. Soda ash was an essential ingredient for soap and glass production. It was valuable and even influenced trade. When soda water, carbonated water, was invented, the same word carried over again. That's because soda water was made using sodium bicarbonate or similar compounds. People literally added soda to the water to make it fizzy. So both baking soda and soda water come from the same root idea, a sodium compound that produces bubbles or reacts in interesting ways. What's really fascinating is how the name soda survived through all these transformations. From salty desert plants to ash, to glass-making chemicals, to kitchen baking, it kept its name every step of the way. Even when the meaning shifted from natural sodium minerals to carbonated drinks, the old sense of the word never fully disappeared. That's why it feels both weird and familiar at the same time. So when you see baking soda on the box, you're really looking at a little linguistic time capsule. It's a leftover piece of history from when chemistry, language, and everyday life started blending together. It's kind of poetic when you think about it. A simple white powder with a confusing name connects ancient plant ashes, 19th century chemistry, and modern home life. Words evolve. Back then, soda meant sodium compounds. Now it means bubbly soft drinks. But both meanings share the same origin, something that reacts with water or acid to release gas. So when we pop open a soda can or mix baking soda into our cookie dough, we're seeing two completely different worlds connected by one old word. What's ironic is that even though baking soda and soda pop sound related, one makes things rise, and the other makes things go flat if you leave it out too long. One is used in baking bread, and the other can make your bread soggy if you spill it. But in their own way, both owe their fizz, bubbles, and name to the same chemistry, carbon dioxide. Different purpose, same gas, different form, same origin. So maybe the name soda isn't so strange after all. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.